Now, don't you pay any attention to that nonsense down there. Really, I don't. Doesn't bother me. I'm used to it. You'd be too if you'd heard gossip about yourself for 40 years. Believe me, I've heard it all. Let me tell you, I've seen it all, too. You know, my life has been full of beginnings and endings and beginnings.
I'm scared.
Of what? Being happy?
Marcie, that you out there? I'll be right in, Mama. I've got to go now.
I'll be waiting for you up the road at dawn. Now, don't tell anybody, because they'll only try and stop us. We're going to Colorado, Marcie. And we're going to get married.
Mama must have known that it wouldn't be long before my overactive imagination discovered the opposite sex.
Awful late tonight, Marcie.
Mama, I'm not a little girl.
You're 15 years old.
Mama, I'm working a 12-hour day at the diner, and I think I'm entitled to have some time for fun. Good night, Mama.
Marcie, try to be proud of yourself. Good night, Mama.
Treated me so good. Really, you never should have bought all these beautiful things for me. But I think we forgot something.
What's that?
Wedding ring?
Don't worry, honey. We'll take care of the formalities in Colorado.
I just want everything to be respectable, you know?
You're gonna be married to a man in business for himself. Is that respectable enough for you? Who's there?
Police, open up.
Dan, what's going on?
Nothing, I gotta get out of here.
No, stop, Dan!
Oh.
You're under arrest for embezzlement and for getting goods under false pretenses. And you're under arrest as an accomplice of the crime. Be sure to pick up all the evidence, Ed.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Marcie, shut your mouth!
So I kept my mouth shut. And at the age of 15, I was sentenced to 2 years in the Oregon State Penitentiary. But if I was guilty of anything, it was being too innocent. And when my time was up, I headed for California. All the oil fields were booming in Ventura, and that's where I set up shop. Took me about 6 years, but I struck it rich.
Go get him, Max.
What's the matter? Hey, wait a minute. It's all right, the dog won't hurt you. Who are you, Robinson Crusoe? What's the matter? Were you just hatched into that rock?
You know any jobs, please? Any jobs. I do anything. Houseboy, maybe.
Oh, wait a minute. Where are you from? How long you been here?
Now, 3 weeks in California. I come from the Philippines. I sneak on the ship. I got no job. No, nothing. No food for 2 days.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't... Can you drive a car?
Yes. I'm a good driver.
Yes?
I drive taxi back home.
What's your name?
Acapico Carumbo.
Acapico Carumbo? Okay. Follow me. During my time in the pen, I wised up very fast. I lost my mama. I learned what it was to be completely alone. But I learned a trade.
At the feds.
Oh, no.
Matt, that's enough. That's all right, Matt. Good dog. Yes?
Federal prohibition officers, open up.
What can I do for you?
We want to look around.
Really? What for?
Come on, quit stalling. Here's the warrant.
May I see it, please? This says you have cause to believe that there are illegal alcoholic beverages on the premises. That is ridiculous, gentlemen. I have never touched a drop in my life.
Maybe not, but you've been selling it by the gallon.
You are making a very big mistake here.
All right, guys, fan out.
Yeah, why don't you just come in and make yourself at home?
How do you get to the cellar?
There is no cellar. The house is built on solid rock. That's it. Clowns can have your fun nosing through my house, but I refuse to allow you to crawl around on your knees like schoolboys looking at my dress. What do you mean?
wasn't.
Did
The
you
place
see
looks
him?
clean.
You
Not
sure
even
were.
any paraphernalia.
Yeah,
Just
all right.
a funny-looking kid in the bathtub.
All right, let's move on. We got a lot of ground to cover.
Right, okay.
Listen, I know you got something going here. Maybe it's booze, maybe it's broads. Maybe next time.
Goodbye, gentlemen. Every night, every single night, my customers would drive down from the oil fields to purchase necessities like booze, with barely enough left over even for the luxuries like bread and potatoes and shoes. But when they did business with me, I always made sure they had a hot meal. How you doing over there? $1, please. Thank you. How you doing?
Marcie?
Yeah.
I'm dead serious and stone sober.
What are you serious about?
I'm proposing right here and now. What do you say, babe?
Thanks a lot, Earl, but I've heard that before. I think I'd rather be celibate.
I heard you on both counts, Marcie. I married a celibate.
I'll tell you one thing. The man who catches her has caught heaven in his hands.
That's right.
Marcie here's got to be the only bootlegger in these parts who looks and cooks as good as she proves.
Wait a minute.
Thank you. Sorry, it's 10 o'clock. Party's over.
Oh, no.
Come on now. Come on now. I'm not about to shake up the neighbors or risk any calls to the law. Besides, if they close me up, you jokers are going to die of thirst as well as starvation. Come on. Good night. So, I quenched thirsts. I stuffed my mattress with money and I avoided romance. Instead, I spent all my spare time trying to educate myself. My books became my best friends.
Again?
Again. Max, it's all right. Now what do you want? Another peek at my dress?
Beg your pardon?
What'd you do? You forget something here like your decency?
I'm looking for a Zelma Woodershock. I was directed to this house.
Come on! Zelma Woodershock. I've heard a lot of good lines in my life. That one's a little bit much.
My name is Ernest Paulo. I'm an attorney from San Francisco.
May I see some identification?
Of course. That's my driver's license.
Anything else?
There's a California bar license. Here's my fishing license.
Ernest Apollo? You one of those Italian smoothies?
I'm of Italian descent, yeah. I've been called a lot of things. I don't think I've ever been called a smoothie.
Always the first time. Met your car out there?
No, I rented it from a garage in town. Look, I'm trying to locate this woman.
Never saw her.
Do you mind if I come in?
You want to come in for a minute? It's okay. Max, he's all right. It's all right. The dog's all right. He's friendly as long as I tell him to be.
It's cool in here.
Zelma Woodershock?
Zelma Woodershock.
Yes. She's a very attractive woman. So, why are you looking for sweet Zelma?
Well, sweet Zelma's a woman of rather dubious reputation who fleeced a client of mine out of $1,700.
Yeah, she probably got him before he got her.
I just don't think my client sees the humor in it.
Well.
I apologize for the mistake. Although there's a slight resemblance, I can see you're definitely not Miss Woodershock. You're much more attractive. From the looks of it, you're also a woman of substance. Your husband must do very well.
You lawyers are always using your little tricks, aren't you? If you want to know something, why don't you just ask? I'm not married. My parents died, and they left me with this very sizable estate.
I'm glad. I'm sorry, and I'm glad, respectively. Who are you?
Marcie Bowman.
Marcia.
No, Marcie.
No, Marcia.
Oh.
You wouldn't happen to have a drink in the house, would you?
What kind of a drink?
Well, preferably illegal and hopefully drinkable.
No, I don't drink.
This just hasn't been my day today.
No. No, a friend of mine was by, and I think left a bottle.
A friend, indeed.
I'm not sure where I put it, but I'll look for it. You just stay here. Max? Found it.
I really appreciate
Oh,
that.
you're welcome. Please sit down.
You know, you strike me as a very independent woman. I admire that.
Oh, well, I've been on my own for a long time now.
No men in your life?
Oh, I said you could ask Ernest, but I didn't say I'd answer.
Have you read all these books?
Not all of them. No, why should I have a library if I've read all the books?
What's your favorite?
There was the door to which I found no key. There was a veil through which I could not see. Some little talk a while of me and thee there was, and then no more me and thee.
Oh, Maka.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. But what's this talk about no more of the D&E? Have you ever been to San Francisco?
No.
Would you like to go?
To San Francisco?
You'd love it. I'll show you everything. What do you say?
I say, I don't know if I can make that. I say, what I say is I have to go and I have to start my dinner right now.
Well, I've got to get your train. Listen, Marcie.
Marcie.
No, Marcie. Marcie. I expect to see you there. You call me and tell me when, I'll make all the arrangements. I take no for an answer.
You're not really beginning to think? You are an Italian smoothie after all.
Well, as you said, there's always a first time. I say this turned out to be a very fortunate mistake.
You what?
Thank God for Zelma Woodishot. I'll see you in San Francisco, Marcie.
Bye, Ernest. You know how it is when your defenses are up. When you say, not me, never again. And then, I don't know, suddenly, somehow, someone just turned your head around. I knew I wouldn't call him, and I never expected to hear from him again, but I just couldn't get him off my mind. And I thought I was beyond all that. Business was booming. And I decided absolutely to forget about this silly infatuation. Someone at the door. Not another sound. Pico, if I give a signal, you lead the men to the emergency exit. What do you want?
Miss Marcie Bowman?
Why?
Western Union. Telegram from Miss Bowman.
I'll take it. I know this has got to be the craziest thing I've ever done in my life. I know that. Okay, Pico. It's San Francisco or bust.
Or bust?
Bust is what happens when you pop your balloon. This may be a real quick trip, but let's go for broke.
Hello.
Hello.
You must be Mrs. DiPaolo. Oh, we've been expecting you. Mr. DiPaolo is waiting upstairs in the Windsor suite, 5th floor.
Marcie.
Hello, Ernest.
Me and thee, huh? Come in, come in. I can't believe you're actually here.
No, I can't either. Oh, my. This is really a beautiful suite, isn't it?
Thank you.
You do have a home in San Francisco, don't you?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought you said. Is that my bedroom?
Yes.
Then what are your suitcases doing in it? And what's all this baloney about Mrs. DiPaolo?
I thought it would be nice if...
You thought wrong, Ernest. You've wasted your time and your money and your energy on the wrong girl. I'm leaving.
No.
Oh, yes, I am.
No, wait. No, wait.
Wait,
Please,
wait.
don't leave. No, I apologize. Forgive my over-enthusiasm.
I come from a
Marcie, in my fantasies, got the best
Sure
of me.
did.
You can't blame a man for trying.
It all depends on what he's trying,
Marcie,
Ernest.
let's not allow this to spoil our plans, please. I want to show you a good time. That's all I want to do.
All right. You are on probation.
Of course.
wonderful. He was a true gentleman, and he treated me like a lady. The miracle was I began liking men again. At least one man, and that was enough.
Ernest tells me you're all alone in the world, Marcia.
Julia, please.
It's all right. Yes, I am. Since I was 15.
Oh, my, that's... Where's your family from?
We lived in Oregon.
Yes?
Yes.
And what'd your family do there?
Julia, you'd make a great prosecutor.
Why? I'm merely,
Yes, I must warn you, my sister can often be frighteningly to the point.
My family was in land. Both farming and lumber.
Oh, in Oregon. That's beautiful.
Yes, it is.
How come you decided to live in Ventura, California?
Well, we had land there, and I wanted to get away from Oregon because there were so many sad memories, you know?
I see.
I'm just afraid this meal is going to be one more.
Ernest always wants everyone to think that he's so glib, you know. But really, he's a very serious, very dedicated young man, and I think he's going to be a very fine judge. Even governor.
Even president.
Yeah.
Oh, if Julia has anything to say about it.
Well, I know Ernest very well. I sort of raised him when we were children. And actually, we really only have each other. Like...
I've got an appointment and Marcie has to be on the road. Could you give me a lift to the courthouse?
Yes, of course I can. Thank you. Julia, thank you so much for inviting me to your home this afternoon. I really had a nice time.
Oh, my dear, I really hope you did.
I did, thank you.
And you?
Yes.
My dear. I suppose you're going to sleep at home tonight?
I suppose.
I don't know why with this beautiful home. He feels he has to sleep in hotels from time to time, and he does. Hard to understand.
Well, Julia, dear, some things are.
Bye, dear.
Well, guess this is it. Thank you. You know, I have loved every minute with you. It's really all just been perfect.
Marcie.
What?
I want you to marry me.
Marry?
Right now.
No, I can't do that.
Why not?
Ernest, listen to me. Really listen to me now. There's so many things about me you don't know, and there's so much about me you should know. There's a lot about me I want to tell you, you know? And I can't do that. I can't do anything like that. I have a home, I have loose ends, I have things that I have to do.
You go home, you tie those loose ends up. I love you.
You too?
I love you. Listen to me. I don't want you to get away from me. Ever. Now, what do you say?
Say yes. I say yes.
Fantastic.
Oh, God! Let's tell it to the judge!
He was the best thing that had ever happened to me. It made me feel loved again. For the first time, my past didn't seem important. I had a future. So, I burned another bridge to the past. I finally persuaded Ernest to move out of that family mausoleum on Nob Hill into our own home. As Mrs. Ernest DiPaolo, I was so determined to be the perfect housewife, the perfect everything for him.
tell you the truth, Mrs. DiPaolo, I've about had it with you getting in my way.
Oh, come on, Mary. I'm just trying to help.
Well, your helping me out is leaving me nothing to do around this place.
But, Mary, if I don't help out, what am I going to do around this place?
Do what the other ladies in the neighborhood do. Get yourself all dolled up and go shopping. Go to lunch. Go to the matinees. Play mahjong. Go anywhere, but please get out from under my...
You like these, Miss? Beautiful. Oh.
It's Mrs. now. Better get that straight, Acapico.
Acapico.
Pico, these are so beautiful. You really are a man of so many talents, aren't you?
Well, I'd sure appreciate it if both of you practiced all of your talents somewhere outside of my kitchen.
Come on, Pico, let's get a base.
It's Acapico.
Poco.
Ernest was gaining a reputation as the city's up-and-coming criminal defense attorney. He was a fighter, and he fought best when defending an underdog. There was a sensational case, the Bukowski case. An immigrant was accused of killing a policeman. You know how that goes. Public opinion had him hanged before the trial even started. Ernest was brilliant. He was brilliant in proving Bukowski's innocence. And I was doubly proud because I had helped in the jury selection. Of course, the police were outraged. So the name of Ernest DiPaolo suddenly became a dirty word around the San Francisco precincts.
What do you say, Marcie, my love? Are we going out stepping tonight? Are we gonna shake down a little stardust, as they say? These people ask me how I do it, and I just can't tell them I got a secret weapon. She happens to be my lady. For a woman about to celebrate her first anniversary, you look awfully down in the dumps. What is it? I hope it's not regret. Oh, what's wrong? You can tell me.
Ernest, I'm really sorry. But we're not going to be able to have any children.
What do you mean?
I mean, I saw the doctor this week. If there's something wrong with me, I'm sorry.
Is there something that can be done? There are plenty of kids in this world who would thank their lucky stars to have us for parents. If not you for a mother, that's what we'll do.
You know, you see, I have this awful feeling, I mean, this terrible feeling that I've let you down.
I haven't dreamed.
No, it's less than what you hope for, and I know it.
Now it's settled. Is this case closed? You know, I almost forgot. Happy anniversary, Mrs. DiPaolo. This is my heart. For you. I wanted to give you my soul, but the jeweler couldn't figure out a way to do it with diamonds. It's really good of you to come tonight, really.
When does the adoption become official?
Oh, as soon as we get a court date, but that's a formality.
Oh, you've been absolutely angel.
Nice seeing you, Julia.
Yes, it was.
And congratulations, you have a beautiful nephew.
Oh, yes, he seems to be a very healthy baby.
Good night.
Good night, dear.
Yes, you are. To be a singer. Oh, sweetheart, thank you so much. Oh, thank you. You look so beautiful. You do. Thank you. Say goodnight, John David. Say bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
Listen, you look so good. Wait off. You keep it off now, you know? Isn't he wonderful? Thank you so much. Good night.
Sure. Thanks. Bye-bye.
You too, sweetie. Just like a little boy.
Oh, I ask you. Is that not the face of justice?
Wasn't he wonderful? Wasn't he great with all those people?
This is a judge.
Yes, yes.
Wasn't he wonderful with all those people?
Julia, we're both very happy you decided to come tonight.
Julia, we really are. And you know something? I've never seen you look more beautiful. Really. So glad you came. Darling, I think I'm going to go put him down. He's out.
Marcia, just a moment. Ernest, I have something rather important I'd like you to know.
Oh, what could be more important tonight?
Really, what, Julia?
Marcia, you're always saying that you have this uncanny ability to see through people.
Well, I saw right through this man.
Yes, well, evidently, you're not the only one with a nose for fraud and deception.
Julia, what are you talking about?
I have a report from an investigative agency, and apparently one of the investigators spent part of the week in Ventura and the other in Oregon. And they've come back with some very interesting discoveries. The person in question, Marcia Bowman, or Marcie Bowman is written here, engaged in the manufacture and selling of bootleg liquor in Ventura County from 1923 to 1927. Enclosed is a copy of a search warrant requested by federal prohibition officers naming Marcie Bowman and the place to be searched at 929 Coast Road.
Did they find anything?
They didn't.
Well, then you're basing these charges on a search where nothing was found.
Oh, my dear, there's more. There are affidavits here from her customers. They were mainly oil field workers. And they knew of her, or they knew her.
Wait a minute, Julia. Wait a minute. You don't have to go any further.
You were bootlegging to oil field workers.
Ernest, this is something I'd like to talk to you about privately, all right? Just the two of us.
One can only guess at the kind of other services she performed for these men.
My God, you're disgusting. Why, Julia?
Why?
Why would you want to come here and destroy us? Why?
Title searches in the state of Oregon, they prove...
Get out of my home now. Get out of my home now. You've come here with mental poison, and I won't allow it. Now leave. Ernest.
There was no Bowman estate.
It's all right, sweetheart.
And that house in Ventura, that wasn't owned.
It's all right, sweetheart. I want you out of my house now.
If that was leased.
I want you out of my house now. Ernest. It's all right. Ernest. Ernest, ask her to leave our home. This is between you and me. I'll talk to you about it when I'm gone. It's all right, John.
If this ever got into the wrong hands, you'd be ruined. You'd be laughed out of town. Obviously, it was the money she was after. And she's going to have it.
That's enough, Julia.
When that child's adopted, why? She'll be holding one half of the estate in her arms. You're going to sacrifice your name, your career, your religion, all for a baby who's not even yours. Shut up!
You've succeeded. You happy? You just couldn't let go, could you?
It's true. I was doing that. But that report says I was bootlegging in Ventura. That's true. But that's all. That's all I was doing. Those men were just my friends. That's all they were. I had to make a living. I had to survive. Do you understand that? I was fighting for my life. No, I tried to tell you that. I tried to tell you that in San Francisco. I told you that. I tried, and... Do you remember? And then everything happened so quickly, and then... It was too late.
It was too late for the truth, huh?
I was scared. Please look at me.
What kind of a game are you playing, Marcie? How do I know what else you're hiding? Who are you?
I'm the woman who loves you. I'm the woman who stands by you. I'm the woman who trusts you. I'm your wife.
You're bootlegging to oil field workers?
Yes.
Well, what was it, Marcie? Was it my money you were after?
Oh, Ernest, you know that's not true. You know that.
Well, how do you expect me to ever believe you?
How do I expect I... Who are you? Don't do this. What are you doing? Why are you giving up? We have a baby upstairs who needs us. We have a life that we can lead together that can be so perfect. Please don't throw it out just because I made a mistake. Please. I love you so much. What do you want me to do?
I'm not signing any adoption papers.
Do you want me to go? You and your sister keep the money. I'll take the baby. The baby's mine. I was on my own again. Fortunately, I'd saved some money from under my mattress, and I purchased a small hotel on O'Farrell Street. The place had seen better days, and so had its occupants. How you doing, my darling? Our bottle's so good, isn't it? What's the matter with you, Max? Oh, hello, officers. What can I do for you?
Oh, we stopped by to see Ella. We haven't seen her for a while.
Oh, Ella isn't here anymore. She sold the place to me. I'm Marcie Bowman.
Oh. Well, we're gonna have to have a little get-acquainted talk.
Yeah, maybe Ella didn't tell you about the monthly donation to the benevolent fund.
No, she didn't.
Well, that's funny. I mean, she was always real good about that. See, it's kind of a custom around here. You know, with all the crazy things going on in the neighborhood, we gotta work extra hard, keep things under control. Running smooth. Get my drift?
I think so.
Yeah, a donation of, say, $100 a month would sure help keep things running smoothly.
$100 a month.
Mm-hmm.
Are you crazy? I don't even clear $100 a month. Now, I don't know what you fellas think I've got going here, but all I'm trying to do is run a hotel. You got that? Just a hotel. And I don't give a hoot about your customs or about what the former owner did here. Now, this place is under new management, and you're not going to come in off the street and hustle me like a couple of two-bit hoods for protection money. If you'll excuse me, I got work to do. Acapico, watch the baby, will you? I'm going upstairs.
All right, lady, you're on your own.
Now, that's the truth, and that's the way it's going to stay. Come on, easy now, Max. Miss Proctor!
Oh, she's in there all right. Either sleeping or working. One of these days, I'd like to get in there and clean that room.
Miss Proctor! Yeah? What do you mean, yeah? I'm still waiting for the rent. Yeah, tomorrow. It's been 6 weeks of tomorrow. Helen, today is tomorrow.
Today ends at midnight.
Today ends right now. Now pack up and get out. And it's not just because you owe me money. It's because this damn sleazy little business of yours is a nuisance.
Marcia Bowman,
What are you doing up here? Have we already been introduced?
you're under arrest.
What for?
Illegal parking. You left your car parked in the street all
Are you
night.
kidding? You can't take me in for a parking violation.
Come on, come on.
You sure take you for resisting arrest.
Stick away, but don't hurt the dog. And
Don't hurt the dog! I feel like killing him! Come on!
Come on, just move, lady.
I'm able to do this on my own. You better watch who you call it a nuisance, honey.
Hey, I know you. You're DePaulo's wife, right? Yeah, I seen you at the Bukowski trial. Hey, what did I get you here for? Oh, I get it. You waiting for hubby to come to the rescue, huh? Hey, the good-looking doll over there. That's DePaulo's wife.
This one here?
Yeah.
Oh, her name is Bowman. She owns a Fleabag hotel down on O'Farrell Street.
Yeah, what you in for?
Illegal parking.
Hey, what kind of car?
Big green Lincoln.
Well, that's it. She is DePaulo's wife. I seen him drive away from the trial every day in that car. Hey.
Paulo's wife?
Yeah, I'm gonna go clue the captain. I'm telling you, it's her. The babe with the curly hair.
Yeah, that's her, all right.
Paulo must own the hotel. Family's got all kinds of money.
Yeah, and if it's in the Tenderloin, well, there's bound to be something more than illegal parking going on there, huh?
Be a real sweet pinch, wouldn't it? I'd love to get my hands on that bleeding heart crusader.
Okay, boys, let her go. We'll take over from here.
Okay, Captain.
I'll send the fare right out.
Well, back so soon? Who'd you pay off?
There you go.
Thanks, Pico. Hey, what are you doing? What am I doing? I'm locking up your room and everything in it. And that's the way it's going to stay till you pay 6 weeks back rent.
You witch! You're not gonna get away with this. I'll get out.
You'll pay the rent, that's what you'll do.
You can't do this to me! All my clothes are in there! How am I supposed to work without my makeup? Oh! Stop it. Where am I gonna sleep tonight? You heartless, friggin' holier than thou!
A wonderful way with words.
Hey, you're just jealous!
Looks like you got a problem.
Yeah, I got locked out of my room.
Gee, that's too bad. Anything I can do to help?
Sure. Maybe we can help each other. I need $25.
Hey, that's a lot of dough. What's in it for me?
Anything you want. For one whole night.
Anything?
That's right.
You got a deal. My room's down the street.
What? Oh, no.
You're under arrest for solicitation. Get in the car.
You sure you got all the serial numbers, Morgan?
Oh, yes, sir.
All right, Helen. Here's the $25. Now, after you give it to her, go straight to your room. That's all you have to know.
And you'll drop the rap?
Well, now, all that depends on whether you come through for us at the trial.
Don't worry. It'll be a pleasure. Yeah, down the hatch. Down the hatch, John David Bowman. Oh, I want you to grow up to be big and strong, darling, because the way the things are out in the world, you're going to have to be. I'm coming. I'm not going to leave you.
That's sad but true. Ain't it sad but true?
You're going to have a chance to be proud of yourself, darling. That's a promise from your mother. Mary Sue's at the door, will you?
Sure. Hello, Helen.
Hi. I've got your money. I just came by to pick up my things. Okay, Helen. I'll open up the room for you. Okay, Helen. As long as you pay the rent, keep your little business to yourself, you can stay. No, thanks, Mother Superior. What's going on? Matt? What are you guys doing here? What's going on?
Come on, you're under arrest for pandering and running a house of prostitution. Come on, Mrs. DiPaolo! Come on!
Oh, my God, Matt! Let go of me, you son of a... What are you doing with my papers? What is this? What? Matt! Oh, no. Oh, Max, no. Maxie.
Hello, Marcie. I'm sorry about Max.
What are you doing here?
I'd ask you the same question if I didn't already know the answer.
Oh, no. Oh, please, don't tell me you believe all that garbage they've been writing about me in the papers.
Of course I don't. They set you up.
The police?
Yeah.
Yes, because I wouldn't make the payoff.
No. They're using you to smear me. Do you understand? Now just trust me. I'll do whatever it takes to get you out of this.
When she found a customer, she'd collect the money downstairs, then she'd send the guy up to my room, and we'd split it afterwards. Then when I found a trick on the street, I'd bring him back, and we'd split that afterwards. She took 40% cut.
Miss Proctor, if this arrangement was so lucrative, why were you locked out of your room?
She thought I'd run off with her cut of the action.
It wasn't because you were 6 weeks behind in the rent.
No, I didn't pay any rent. She gave me free room for her share of the business.
Isn't it true that earlier on the day of the raid you had been arrested for solicitation?
Yeah?
Miss Proctor, isn't it also true that you have a rather long history of run-ins with the law? In fact, 16 arrests and convictions in crimes ranging from solicitation and lewd conduct to petty theft.
Objection, Your Honor. Miss Proctor's past record has no relevancy to the case against the defendant.
Your Honor, Miss Proctor's credibility is a vital issue in this case. I'm merely trying to establish a reputation for truth and veracity.
The objection is overruled. Answer the question.
There were a lot of bum raps. A woman in my profession is an easy mark, you know?
Yes, I know. And sometimes even women who aren't in your profession.
Well, we'd been observing the hotel for some time, and when Miss Proctor informed us
Oh, so you know the probable cause to raid the hotel, but the word of Miss Proctor, is that correct?
Well, the marked money was in Miss DePaulo's possession.
During the raid, did you seize the hotel register and the account books?
No, we couldn't find them. They must have been destroyed.
They were destroyed. Your Honor, I would like to admit into evidence the defendant's printed hotel price list. Now, this states that the standard weekly rate of a single room lists as $4. The defendant contends that Miss Proctor was 6 weeks behind in the rent. That's a total of $24. Inspector, how much marked money was found on the defendant at the time of the raid?
There was $25. The money was sealed in an envelope after the arrest.
Your Honor, may the seal be broken and the money be counted?
Hand him the envelope, please.
Open it. How much money is in the envelope?
$25.
Well, count it.
There's only 24.
No further questions? It's funny, I had this feeling she'd hold on to the extra buck.
I wondered what you were doing. You're wonderful.
The prosecution calls Mr. James Hanley, former district attorney of Malheur County, Oregon.
What are they trying to prove, Lucy?
I forgot about it. It was so long.
What?
Ernest, it was so long ago. I haven't...
Marcie, if you held something back now, we could be finished.
Mr. Hanley, have you ever had occasion to meet the defendant, Marcia Bowman DiPaolo?
I have.
Would you relate the circumstances of that meeting?
In 1921, while I was district attorney of Malheur County, Miss Marcia Bowman was convicted of the felony crime of larceny by false pretense.
1921. Objection, Your Honor. This testimony is far more prejudicial than probative.
As Mr. DiPaolo stated, credibility is a vital issue in this case. I'm merely trying to establish the reputation of the defendant for truth and veracity.
The objection is overruled. Continue.
What was the disposition of Miss Bowman's conviction?
She received 2 years in the women's facilities of the Oregon State Penitentiary.
Thank you, Mr. Hanley. No further questions?
Does the defense wish to cross-examine the witness?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Hanley, you may step down.
Thank you, Your Honor.
That concludes the people's case, Your Honor.
The defense may now put on its first witness.
Your Honor, the prosecution's case does not deserve to be dignified by rebuttal. The defense rests. The prosecution's only evidence is the word of an angry and desperate streetwalker who has been pressured into testifying here today under the threat of imprisonment. Now, have they proved their case beyond a reasonable doubt? No. The only thing they've managed to prove is not only how low they'll stoop to smear an innocent woman, but they have shown us here today a kind of coercive power that can be brought to bear against any of us. Now, as for the defendant's past criminal record, you must ask yourselves if a mistake made by a 15-year-old girl should be allowed to haunt her for the rest of her life. That's what you must ask yourselves. So should this one long past error in judgment be permitted right now to cast enough doubt in your minds that you can forget this case at hand and an appalling lack of evidence against her? I hope not. I hope you'll find it in your heart somewhere to forgive something that happened a long time ago. And just send this woman home to her infant son. That's where she belongs. Thank you.
wish you could believe what you told the jury about forgiveness.
So do I. But I would have done as much for any client.
Mr. Foreman, have you reached a verdict?
We had, Your Honor. We find the defendant, Marcie Bowman de Paulo, is not guilty.
I won the case, and I lost Ernest for good. I was also struck by one immutable fact of life. Let a woman be accused, not convicted, just accused of a crime involving sex, and no one ever forgets. No one wants to forget. It's just too hot an item for gossip.
How much time you plan to spend just sitting around and moping? Are you gonna let those fools destroy you with their crazy accusations? Making you out to be a madam is about the dumbest, most ridiculous rubbish I ever heard.
Wait a minute. Hold it. Is it? I don't know.
You don't know what?
Maybe it's not so ridiculous. Maybe we should take the lies and turn them into the truth.
Open a bawdy house?
No, it's something special, something different, something big and elegant and...
You mean something like a palace?
Yes, that's what I mean. A palace, a pleasure palace. As long as they think I'm that kind of a woman, I might as well be that kind of a woman. But I'll be the best.
Now, just a minute, Marcie Bowman.
Marcie Bowman, I'm gonna have to lose that name. That name has caused me too much grief, hasn't it? I mean, I need a new name. I need a name that's classy, that can take me anywhere, that I can go anywhere with. I need... Stanford. Stanford, that's rich, that's educated.
Marcie Stanford?
I don't like that. That's no good. That song, what was that song a little while ago? I wonder what's become of Sally. Sally Stanford, what do you think, Mary? What do you say? I started out small, a couple of rooms downtown. As I worked my way up, you better believe I learned everything about the business of pleasure. It took me years, but I finally made it to Nobile. My clientele would have thrilled any society matron, bankers, industrialists, the kind of men who were not concerned with price tags because they got their money's worth in quality.
Are you nervous?
Oh, maybe a little.
I was too the first time. Good evening, Jackson.
Good evening, Mr. Daniels. Come right in, sir.
Thank you.
Mr. Daniels.
Acapico, this is my nephew, William.
Please, come in. This your first time here, William?
Yeah, first time.
Oh, I'm sure you're really going to enjoy the place.
Hello, Bob. Nice to meet you. You must be William.
Meet the lady of the house, Sally Stanford.
Pleased to meet you, Miss Stanford.
You call me Sally. All right? Now, I understand that tonight's a very special occasion. Is that right?
Yeah, I guess so.
I think that special occasions deserve special tours. I'd like to take you on a tour around the place. It was a place where a gentleman could relax and unwind in an atmosphere of beauty. It was also a place where a young man could investigate manhood. Some beautiful girls down there, aren't there? Which one do you like?
Well, they all look pretty good to me.
They do, huh? Would you like me to pick one for you? Relax and wait right here, okay? They were some of the loveliest girls in the world. Many were former showgirls, models, actresses. Some even had college degrees. A few were even wives of the country club set. So you want to work for me?
Yes.
And you came all the way from Chicago?
Yes, I grew up in Lake Forest.
Oh, my. It's a very cushy place to grow up.
Only if you can fit into their ideas of what's acceptable. I guess I never could.
Couldn't do that.
No.
Did you work a house in Chicago?
No, I worked on my own.
What do you mean on your own?
Well, I worked with a man.
It's out. You work here, that is out. Understood?
Okay.
Will you stand up, please?
Okay.
I'd like to watch the way you move.
Sally.
What?
There's a man out there in that tree.
There's a what and then what?
There's a man out there.
Oh, no. Don't be upset about that. That man in the tree and I have been carrying on a very strange romance for many, many years now. In fact, he has devoted his life to the pursuit of Sally Stanford. You might say that Sergeant John Guffy is the Captain Ahab of law enforcement, and I'm his Moby Dick. But he hasn't harpooned me yet. You relax, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Sergeant John Guffy, I am shocked. I am absolutely shocked to find one of San Francisco's finest engaging in common voyeurism.
Sally, one of these days it's going to pay off, and I'll bust your place wide open. That's a promise.
Is that right? Well, in the meantime, my friend, you're up a tree.
Sally, I'll get you, if it's the last thing I do.
We had to maintain our reputation for beauty and quality. So we employed a full-time staff of beauticians. We also hired the best dressmakers in the city. And I was the first madam in San Francisco to require mandatory weekly checkups by our physicians. Rosette was a charmer in every way, a complete courtesan. One prominent admirer was so taken, he began to visit Rosette nightly. I can tell you he paid a small fortune to monopolize her time. But the capper was when they ran off and got married. Don't tell me about marriages made in heaven.
Ready for roll call.
Private letter to Acton. Private James Michaels.
Private Leroy Mars.
Corporal Michael Trainer.
Hi, honey. Oh, there's that field. Look at you. Look at you, John David. You are getting to be so gorgeous. Pretty soon all the girls are going to start chasing you, and you're going to forget all about your own
No,
life.
I won't.
I bet you will.
Unless you forget about me.
Oh, honey, forget about you. How could you even think such a thing?
Well, I just wish I could see you more.
I know, honey, so do I. Will you try and understand and be patient, will you, please? I'm working very hard so that we can spend more time together.
Managing your property?
Our property. But why worry about tomorrow if today be sweet?
Over Cayenne.
Very good.
Give the man a cigar.
Give the man a cigar. Where are we going exploring?
Can I stay out all night?
Yes, with me tonight. All night. Let's go.
World War II is underway. Like other industries vital to the war effort, we worked in shifts around the clock to meet the needs of our men in uniform. But you know, many of them were lonely and frightened, more in need of comfort than sex. I'd like to think we did our share to raise morale. After the war, the United Nations delegates came to San Francisco. They were a colorful bunch, and many of them spent more time in special sessions at my place than they did at the General Assembly. The press proclaimed Sally Stanford the city's unofficial hostess. And during those days, my house was a scene of many an unreported international incident.
Oh, it was great. Billy, he just won it all by himself. It was perfect.
What about you?
Well, I did fair, I guess, but he got this huge rip in his pants, but it was worth it. The only time it wasn't, though, was when his mom caught him. You should have seen the look on his face.
Did she get angry?
Oh, would she ever? I don't think he'll be out for another week or so. Such is life.
Baby, there's something I want to tell you. I've been wanting to tell you this for a long time, but I've been waiting. I've been waiting for you to be a little older so that you'd understand it. And I have a feeling that you are old enough now. I hope you are. I hope you're old enough to understand what I'm going to say.
Not another lecture about sex.
No, it's not. No, it's not about sex, but it's somewhat related, actually. You're very close. It's about It's about me. It's something I want you to know about me.
That's your Sally Stanford?
Why didn't you say something?
I guess I was waiting until you were old enough to tell me.
When you're not angry or hurt, you don't hate me.
No. Why, it's a lot better than having some straight-laced old biddy for a mother. I think it's kind of neat.
I sure love you. Come here.
Miss Stanford?
Yes.
The mayor will see you now.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you.
Mr. Mayor, Miss Stanford.
Sal, come in. How are you?
Jim, I'm so glad
It's
to
good to see you.
Oh,
It's good to see you.
it's so good to see you.
You're looking wonderful.
Thank you.
It's been a long time.
I guess it has, but in my business, it's hard to keep track.
Well, we go back a number of years, and we got a lot of great secrets.
Yes, we do.
And I've always admired your style. And that's the reason that I asked you to come over and talk with me. Come on over and sit down. I want to tell you a couple of things. And I want to ask you some questions.
All right, Jim, I'm listening.
Well, you know, my attitude's always been live and let live. But lately, there's been a change.
And an election year is coming up.
Yeah, and a tough one's coming up, too. There's a whole new breed coming into the city hall. And I wouldn't be a bit surprised but that these Puritans clamped the lid down on it. And worse than that, there's talk about a special prosecutor.
What are you saying, Jim? Are you saying that you think I should close up?
Sal, it's only a matter of time. I don't want to see you burned.
I love you for that thought. But you know something? I'm way ahead of you. Jim, I've already decided to close down. New Year's Eve. I want to bring in this new year strictly legit. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to open the doors wide. I'm going to invite everyone. You stop by, you'll see a lot of your pals there.
Sally, what really made you decide to shut down?
Jim, I've got a son. Oh, he's growing into such a fine young man. I think it's time I do some growing, too. Thank you.
What's wrong? Why so sad?
I'm not sad, Acapico. I just saw two people in love.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1!
That you're here. Come with me, my friend. I am ready to confess. You see this sign up here, this closed sign? I thought this would be a nice little surprise for you. Everyone welcome Sergeant John Guffy. Woo! Right. Sergeant John, look what I've done for you. But tonight, on these very premises, I am guilty of the crime of having illicit and indecent memories. And this time, please don't destroy the evidence.
So, I crossed another bridge. Just a few minutes from San Francisco is the beautiful little town of Sausalito. I figured it was the perfect place to settle down. And one day I spotted a dilapidated old warehouse called Valhalla. And right then, right there, I decided what Sausalito needed was a new restaurant. How much is it?
$10,000.
$8,000 cold cash. Here now, you got a deal. I quickly discovered that Sausalito was divided into two factions. The aristocrats who lived up on the hill, and everybody else. But the real shocker came when one of the hill matrons turned out to be an old acquaintance.
Pico! I'm coming.
Who is it?
An old friend.
Be more specific.
It's Rosette.
Right. I had a feeling it was you. Hi, honey.
Sally, I can't be seen here.
Why? What's wrong?
Look, about what happened today, I'm sorry. I didn't want you to think that I was one of them, but...
Listen to me. Don't you worry about that. You don't have to explain those kind of things to me. You are talking to a master bridge burner.
Sally, you don't
Now,
understand.
Shh, just sit down.
Sally, look, I've got 3 kids. My life would be destroyed. I don't want anybody to find out.
Rosette, now you relax. I will never, never say a word about that. I promise you that. You don't have to worry about that anymore. You might say it's part of my professional code. Okay?
Thank you.
It's all right.
Sally, I've got a level with you. They're going to try to stop you from opening tomorrow night.
Who's they?
The women's club.
What do you mean? How can they stop me?
By putting pressure on the mayor and the city council.
No, but I mean, with what kind of charges?
They found some ordinance about protecting the character of old buildings.
Character? Until I invested $40,000 in improvements in this place, this abandoned warehouse had about as much character as a city council.
I know, I'm sorry,
Isn't
Sally.
that the damnedest thing? Oh, really? You know, you try and go straight, they won't allow it.
They're frightened of you.
Oh, they better be frightened. They just better be frightened. If they try and stop me from opening, I'll give them something to be frightened of. Okay. Guess I better call a few of the councilmen. See how a few of my good old customers are doing, you know? Remember what's his name? They did. They did try to stop me. They tried everything in the book. But the one thing they just couldn't do was keep the customers away.
Sally, you've seen it all. What advice have you got for poor old guys?
If you're being run out of town, get in front of the crowd, make it look like a parade. Maybe it was a special roast duck, or maybe the intimation of vicarious thrills, a hint of the risque. Whatever it was that brought them to Valhalla, the people came in droves, all kinds, from all over the country.
Miss Stanford?
Hello, love. Everything all right?
Just fine. We had a marvelous meal.
Good.
I'm Thelma Anderson from Hillsboro.
How you doing, Thelma?
I'm with my husband, Dr. Harold Anderson.
Well, I hope you two are enjoying yourselves tonight.
Dr. Harold Anderson, the heart surgeon.
Don't believe I know him.
I'm so relieved. Thank you.
All right. Hello? Your dinner all right? Everything okay?
Oh,
here?
yes.
Oh, good.
We were hoping to meet you.
Oh.
Ben and Bertha Tugwell in Tucson, Arizona.
Hi, Ben. Hello, Bertha. You two here on your honeymoon?
Oh, no.
No?
Oh, we've been married a dozen years.
Would you join us for a moment?
Sure. Thank you. Now, what can I do for you?
Well, with your background and all this experience in things,
What we'd like to know is if you could perhaps tell us about any unusual techniques.
yeah, or special gimmicks, you know, tricks of the trade to spice things up a little.
If you're talking about food, all our recipes are secret. But now if you're talking about love, is that it? You two know about the old Chinese box trick?
No. Tell us about it.
The fun is in trying to open the box, not what you find inside. You know, the fact that you two are still asking questions means you've learned the most important trick of the trade.
Sally.
Still care about what happens.
It's important. Line 1.
Thanks, Father. That's always the best thing. Hello. Hi, Jim. How's my favorite mayor? Good. Ernest? I'm sorry to hear that. But Jim, I'm very grateful that you let me know. Thank you for telling me. Goodbye. Excuse me. Things I wanted to say to you, I never could. So many things I wanted to do for you. I wonder, did you ever know, really, how much I loved you? How much? No more thee and me. Some 20 years passed, and the goody-goodies on the hill resigned themselves to my presence in their pristine little world. But it was an armed truce at best.
Sally Stanford next. What is it now, Miss Stanford?
I think you know why I'm here.
We don't have time for guessing games. Get to the point.
That's just the problem. There is no point. You tell me the point in denying me permission to expand the Valhalla.
I believe the reason was made clear in our letter of denial. According to city zoning ordinances, this outdoor deck you proposed constitutes an enlargement of a non-conforming use.
That's a bunch of double talk. You hand out permits and pass out variances for apartment buildings and complexes and condominiums whenever you please. But when it comes to Sally Stanford and the lowlanders, you're suddenly displeased.
Any other complaints, Miss Stanford?
Plenty. How many do you want?
Oh, I think we've heard enough. Thank you very much, Miss Stanford.
No, you haven't. Not yet. What do I have to do to get my restaurant expanded? Mr. Mayor, how did your cousin receive permission to open his new restaurant up the street?
You're out of order.
No, you're out of order. This entire council is out of order and has been since I moved to town. There's an election year coming up. I think the people of Sausalito might be ready for a change.
That sounds like a threat. You know, you have some very definite ideas about how things should be done. Perhaps you ought to run for mayor, Miss Stanford.
Don't spit in the wind. It might end up all over your face.
You should use that as your campaign slogan, Sally.
Well, I don't think you should do it.
Why not?
Because you don't need any more enemies up on the hill.
What's one more enemy, John?
Look, what they did to you in the past is nothing compared to what they'll do to you if you run for mayor. They'll crucify you.
Wouldn't be the first time, would it?
Mother, you are not getting any younger. Why do you
trying
need
to say I'm getting too old again?
No, but
What are
why do you
saying
need
to
a
me?
new fight?
Because it's a fight. It's a last fight, and it's something I have to do. That's
Oh, Mother, I've heard that before.
My whole life I've been fighting for something that I could be proud of, something that we could be proud of. Now, it's true. I've made some mistakes, but you know I've paid for them very dearly, John.
Mother, don't you see...
Don't you see? It's not a matter of survival. It's a matter of respect.
Whose? Yours or theirs?
John, I want it all. Now, this is my chance, and I'm gonna have it.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
Well, maybe it's just a joke.
It sure is. She's turning this whole town into a joke. We've got to do something about it.
Right, we're going to.
I'm telling you, what you're going to get from me is the truth, even if you don't like it. But that's what I think you want to hear.
If you could run a class bordello, you could run Sausalito.
There's not a whole lot of difference. The whole idea is to give everyone a fair shake and have a little fun along the way. I believe we can accomplish all these things together, but you have to get out on Tuesday and you have to vote for me. Now, can you do that? Yeah! All right, now do that. We have to vote. Good. Good. That's all I have to hear. Thank you very much. All right, you do it. Thank you very much. Good turnout today. Thank you. Lovely.
Stanford, I'm from View magazine.
I hope you've had some combat experience.
Well, I covered the governor's campaign.
That was a Boy Scout picnic compared to what's going on out here.
Well, our magazine would like to do a story on you. I'm Kate DiPaolo.
You from around here, Kate?
Well, I was born in San Francisco, but I've been living back east in New York.
There was a very big attorney in San Francisco, I think, by the name of DiPaolo, wasn't there?
Ernest DiPaolo. He was my father. Did you know him?
He was very prominent. Yes, I think I heard of him.
He passed away when I was very young. What do you really think your chances are, Miss Stanford?
I think it's a long shot, but that's the story of my life.
Did you happen to see the article in this morning's Sausalito Monitor?
Yes, I saw it. Those women don't seem to like me very much, do they?
No. The president of the PTA doesn't seem to be aware of all that you've done for the children of the community. The Little League teams, the high school bands you've sponsored.
Yes, I know. Their halos are on so tight, I think it's beginning to stop the circulation around their brain.
It's a beautiful pendant you're wearing.
Thank you.
Gift from an admirer?
Yes, from some time ago. Kate, I have to be going now.
I'd like to ask you a few more questions. Could we get together later and talk?
You can call me at the Valhalla. I'll be there later today.
Thank you.
Bye, Kate.
Bye.
Even I underestimated how low they'd go.
Sally, with all your connections, you must have plenty of dirt on the opposition. Why don't you use it?
No, Kate, honey, that's not the way I want to win this thing. No, that would defeat the whole purpose of why I'm running.
Mother, the Hill people are going to be coming out strong. Let's at least get our votes in early.
You're right, son. I bet they haven't rallied like this since Pearl Harbor.
Hey, Sally, don't worry. We're voting for you.
All right. Pico, 10 cases of champagne. I want you to bring them out, whether we win or whether we lose. We're going to have a party tonight.
Yes, ma'am.
So, they released any figures yet?
No, not yet. But it looks like the Hill people are turning out in full force.
Well, I'm not going to spend the rest of the afternoon worrying about projections. I'm going to go upstairs and take a nap. It's all right. Don't you come up for me till the final results are in.
Sure, Mother.
Sally, you know, you're making it awfully tough for me to maintain my reporter's objectivity.
How so?
Because I think you're one great lady.
That means a lot to me, Kate, coming from you.
Good luck, Sally.
Okay.
Mother. Mother? You better get dressed.
You tell him I'll be right down.
Good people. Sausalito, thank you. Thank you very much for this act of love. And to my friends, my true friends, who are always there with me, never budged. You know who you are, and well do I. And one day, we're going to hold a reunion in a good-sized telephone booth.
A toast to Sally Stanford!